Yeah.
Hey nerds, it's Cubbie, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Cubbie Chats. This episode is going to be more phenomenal because I am joined by the mediocre duo behind the hit podcast, Yoda Hero. So you guys please welcome.
First of all, we're not a hit. Second of all, you're Cubbie? What is this?
B. It's Billy and Jam.
Hey, there we go. Or as what does our name say on the screen?
It says Billinator and Jim Jab Dubadam.
That's right.
That's
For
their
some
That's
aliases.
what they say when they see me coming up to the zoo.
Yeah.
It's Jim Jam Double Damn.
It's their aliases for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you guys haven't heard of them, I highly recommend checking out their podcast, Yoda Hero. It's Power Ranger Central, Anime Central.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's chaos, and I hope you guys are prepared.
Yeah. Yeah,
for
definitely.
This chaos that's about to come. It's on its way.
Yeah, we definitely try to. We were based off of Power Rangers, but with everything that has happened and like how it's slowed down, we kind of slowed down on the Power Rangers content.
Mm-hmm.
But we filtered in a lot of anime, movie, TV shows, toys.
Well,
Definitely
technically,
toys.
if you really want to get into it, we're becoming a financial cryptocurrency podcast.
Well, you guys are headed to.
Make sure you keep it out for a crypto coin, Zeo Hero coin.
What stock
Z
would you guys recommend right now?
Don't get PP.
Okay, so
put
Power
all
Rangers
your coins.
has.
I was gonna say, put all your coins in Cheetos.
And Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
Frito-Lay stock prices went down recently. You should pick them up while you can.
But you guys are saying that because Power Rangers has kind of really disappeared.
Very.
Hasbro acquired it and then
shot it.
Halted everything right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, pretty much everything for like show wise.
Mm-hmm.
But they sold the rights off of the toy rights to Playmates, which we've seen. I don't know if you've seen, but they've already produced their own toy line.
Did they sell it to Playmates or they sold the contract to Playmates?
They sold a contract to Playmates.
So they didn't sell the rights to it, just the contract to it.
Yeah.
It's a way different thing. Okay.
I think that I've seen some Playmates merch already. I think they have a Zord out, right?
Yeah. No, they have the figures as well coming out, the Reignition figures, and some people really like them.
Not for me.
Fine.
I'll be picking up a Blade Blaster though.
Oh yeah, they're doing the weapons.
That's about it.
And they're redoing the Morpher. It's gonna be a really, really blocky Morpher though. So heads up.
Yeah. So
I feel bad. I should have jumped on the Hasbro bandwagon earlier, so I could have bought the action figure line.
Oh yeah,
shameful.
Shame.
It looks so
You're
nice.
all on these Funkos and Stranger Things. You could have been doing this stuff a while ago.
For real.
Shameful.
But you guys know this. My original collection was Power Rangers. That's what I started with.
Okay. I thought it was adult toys.
No, that's my current collection.
Oh my god.
But I mean, we can talk about that
later.
On the Astro Show?
Yeah, different channel.
But
so yeah,
is that channel called Cubbie's Collects Plus?
Yeah.
You know, but what would that be called?
Cubbie After Dark.
Yeah, Cubbie After Dark.
No, it'd be called the Cubbie Hole.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Like, so one of our best like rated episodes on YouTube was Power Rangers After Dark.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And what did you guys?
We
talk
got
about?
like it was just nonsense.
We just talked about whatever. It really had nothing to do with like explicit talk or anything. It was just, I guess the name sold it.
I think we talked about the Kimberly, like the one Kimberly artwork that was floating around there for a second.
Oh yes,
yeah, that was about it. I think we talked about it for like 10 seconds.
And that was enough to call it After Dark.
That was about it. Yeah.
Legally.
Okay, speaking of Kimberly, I have this theory that I think I've told you guys before.
But she's not your mom.
She is not my mom. But when I rewatch these older, especially the older seasons, it always feels like the Pink Ranger is actually the lead over the red.
I see. As you're saying,
I feel like Kimberly was over Jason. I don't think Kat was.
Well,
but I feel
not
like
to lie to you, it was because that's why the dads are watching.
I mean,
well, they did put priority on her. She was the cream of the crop, I guess.
There's a reason why, like, she got a lot of screen time. Like, there's a really good reason for it. Like, dads watched her.
I feel like she would take the lead, and I feel that way about the most recent Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie. I feel like Kimberly led it over Jason too.
Well, did you ever watch that TV series Hollywood Demons?
No.
Okay, so there's an episode about the Power Rangers, and the first hour is about the original Power Rangers and like, you know, why they left, you know, the stuff we knew, but they kind of went into more depth, and I didn't know there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. But the second half of that episode is basically about Jason or not Jason, Tommy, or Jason David Frank, you know, what happened to him, which we knew about that too. But the first half, they kind of actually talk about why you said the Pink was the lead is because she was the pretty face of the group, and they had to give her screen time. She didn't. They didn't want to pay them more money, so she was like, "Well, I'm getting all the screen time. You know, why don't I get paid?" And then they didn't know they were going to get replaced till the day of.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they said they walked in, and these other three people were in their suits, and they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
which we're talking about Jason, Trini, and Zach.
Trini and Zach.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always that awkward transition episode where like you only see like their backs. They're standing.
Yeah, there's the 3 episodes where they use really weird like voiceovers from old episodes. Yeah.
And then it was kind of the downfall because then Rocky joins the team.
Oh, whoa. First of all, sir. Whoa.
Back that. Hold on. Okay.
Whoa. Billy, get your gun.
Now, I say that knowing that you guys are... you're going to have to explain this like idea to me. Why are you guys the biggest Rocky stans?
I'll tell you exactly why.
Oh, you like the Steve Cardenas?
He brought tamales to his friends.
Yes, he did.
On Christmas.
Because they didn't have nothing to unwrap.
Unprovoked.
Sounds just like
tamales.
A normal Hispanic.
Yeah.
So you guys like Rocky because you like what he's throwing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bill, nobody
really ever gave him a lot of respect. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Let's be the 2 guys that do. You know,
like he did okay. He had to fill some shoes.
Yep.
And he wasn't the lead, even though he had the lead colors. And then he got downgraded to Zeo Blue in the next series, and he still did it. And he did it with a lot of respect.
Yep. And then basically when they transitioned from Zeo to Turbo in the movie, he stayed back. Theoretically, he still had the Zeo powers, and you never saw much of him after that. You know, did he go off and fight the Machine Empire?
Yeah.
Or did he go finish off generals? Who knows? The Zeo powers kind of grew over time, which would then us think about it. The legendary battle could he have sacrificed his powers to bring back all the other teams?
And I don't believe that BS retcon from the last series where it's the green Morphing Master did all. It was Rocky.
Rocky. Yeah. If I had something to throw in my hand, I'd throw it right now. That BS Morphin Masters plugs.
Yeah.
I'm not sold.
I can't. We have to get into this. We have to do the whole speech, the song and dance, and everything to sell you on this. You are wearing his colors. Like, okay.
That's true. I do have my Red Ranger hat on right now.
Okay.
There you go.
So Rocky, right? He comes on board, replacing Jason, and he just gets thrown to the wolves, man.
Right.
Like he handles it well. He goes through the whole series of the Tyrannosaurus powers, and then the lighting powers for the upgrade for the Zords, and then he goes and becomes the Ninja Quest. Goes in 2 universes. He goes Ninja Quest, 2 of them. Right, he goes in the movie universe and in the TV series universe.
True,
and he handles it well. He's the ape. He's awesome. He goes through all that stuff, and then like he's still the number 2 behind Tommy. He's handling that well. He takes leadership roles altogether. People don't think he's that kind of a leader. He's doing pretty solid. Like when he goes on missions by himself, it's him and 2 other people, and he leads those away missions just fine. He's doing adequate, pretty solid across the board. Like not Tommy, but pretty good. All right. You follow me on this? And then he gets upgraded to Blue, number 3. No longer gets to lead away missions. This is some BS. Total bullshit.
Okay, so that was a much better pitch.
Rocking and rolling.
That was a way better pitch.
You know what? All I heard when Jimmy...
It sounds better when I had the Tyrannosaurus theme song behind me.
I was just about to say that.
You know what?
We have a whole episode where it's there. It's great.
You know what? I will make sure I cut this clip of you guys standing up for Rocky, and I will edit the music and the stuff.
Yeah, like put some patriotic behind them. You know,
eagle screeching, like
yeah. Wow.
Okay, I you know what? I'm sold a little bit, but the Turbo movie introduces us to Justin, which some say might be the downfall of the Power Ranger universe at that time before space comes in and saves it.
I don't hate Justin.
No,
I don't.
No.
I feel like when I was a little kid, though, I was like, okay, he's doing it, so I could do it too. That was my opinion.
Exactly.
That's why I like Justin. Like, I was a kid, I was like, I could do this too. This is awesome.
Yeah, because he grows into a full-grown man.
Right. The power grid puts him at that.
Do you think that hurts every time he morphs? Like his bones are expanding?
I would imagine for him, I feel like he gets put into like a G Gundam mobile suit kind of situation where like he's like in a suit, maybe in the grid style, controlling that human the adult sized body.
Yeah.
Or he's just it's another body, not his own body.
Yeah.
Because every time you see him unmorphed or without his helmet on, he's
small.
normal size.
Small size.
When he has his helmet on, he's adult size. And so he's probably in the morphing grid, and its consciousness is controlling like a dummy body, which they did prove was possible in Turbo with cyborgs.
So that's only really, I mean, you know, as a Power Ranger fan, you know, the TV show leaves a lot of holes. So you know, that's where these fan theories come in and kind of connect them.
But see,
that's actually
valid. That is actually a valid one because yes, I never put that together. But yes, when his helmet's off, he's back to a kid.
He's a kid. So.
He's also never injured during that season. Like his body, his adult body gets injured.
Yeah, but not him.
Him himself is never injured. Even in the last episode, the only thing that's really injured is his clothes.
Yeah, that's true.
This is for Blake Foster. We need answers.
Yeah, please, my God.
This is okay. That was a really good theory. I like that one a lot because
I just came up.
Just pull out your ass.
Yeah,
damn right I did. This is what happens. You watch a do
sounds around.
Well, that was a great one. Okay, I'm gonna play a quick rapid fire game with you guys real quick.
Oh hell, games! I got these.
I've got 3, 6, 8. I've got 16 Rangers on here, all from like the early seasons from MMPR to let me see how far deep do we go? Wild Force? No, Lost Galaxy. So it's not that big of a range. But I'm calling this Power Yaynger or Power Naynger.
Okay. All right.
So you guys tell me, is it a yay or a nay?
All right. 16 of these. Okay. So yay, like they're good, or nay?
Are they a Power Yaynger? Yay, Yaynger.
Yeah.
Power nay.
Like yay,
Yaynger.
Ranger. Like
yeah.
Like that one?
You can say it like that if you want.
Yeah, all to you, buddy.
So is this like June related?
Shit.
Okay, number 1, Tommy. Yay, nay.
We're gonna make people hate us so fast. I'm gonna go nay.
I will say
Cubbie's like, what?
I will say yay for what he did, but nay for the overuse of his character.
Okay, are we naying him because he is in almost every piece of the series?
But as a person, as like him, I loved it. Yay for what he had to do.
Jim,
I'm just dang him in total. Like in general, like I know Power Rangers would not have survived without JDF. I understand this. I just didn't like the Tom Oliver show.
Yeah.
Okay, valid.
He just gave you a why-yada. That's what happened.
We're not here to judge you on this podcast.
Really? What is that then?
What was that?
I was shook. I didn't expect it. First one off the bat, I didn't expect it, but that's okay. That's what
you started with that. Okay.
For
ooh,
Kimberly.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay because of her skills, or yay because she's hot?
Her skills.
I didn't think she was hot. I never thought she was hot.
Never.
What the?
I had the biggest crush on Billy. And it was weird because her brother's name is Billy. So it made it really, really weird.
I'm gonna give you a why-yada, just why-yada. Don't clip that.
I don't know a Power Ranger fan that didn't have the hots for Kimberly.
Clearly.
You found one, so there you go.
Congratulations.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you think Billy was just as hot in the brand new TV series on Netflix?
Yeah.
I feel like his Botox needed to be redone, but yeah, he was doing pretty good.
Did pretty good for his age.
Valid. Andros.
Yay.
He was fun. Very fantastic.
That was probably one of the best seasons.
So bad.
Why did he hate it?
He just didn't care for it. He was such an asshole the entire time behind the scenes, but he was like really cool to all the cast, but he was just an asshole to the producers.
Yeah.
You know what? Hearing some of that stuff about, all of that stuff, that's valid now. Good for him. TJ.
Yay.
Definitely Yay.
All day.
Loved him as the number 2.
Which he was
Wow,
also...
is that because he's black?
No, because he was second in command. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Loved
Which
him in
he
the Blue Ranger
also-
suit. He was great.
He was also red to
Yes.
blue.
He was probably.
He also lost to Demetria as red. So
I did like him as
way better Blue Ranger.
in Space Blue. I think was his peak. I loved him in Space Blue because he also
was fantastic.
He also learned how to trick the Psycho Rangers. So
Yep, I just rewatched that too. So good.
So good.
Everybody was painted blue.
Exactly.
Where did all those blue suits come from?
Well, Michael's probably
the costume department, most likely.
Yeah, Michael's Joanne's fabric.
Oh my god.
God. Okay, Date on Space, Ashley.
Nah, nothing like that.
Okay. Kendricks. Yay.
Yeah.
Kendricks, yeah.
We're gonna have a full-on topic about Kendricks. So
she came on and replaced. Okay, so she came back. What was her name? The first Pink Ranger in Lost Galaxy.
That's gonna escape my mind. But yes, she came and replaced her.
Corone.
Corone.
Yeah, Corone replaced Kendricks. Kendricks was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Kendricks. So the lady who played Kendricks ended up with cancer, and so she was removed from the show. Bond kept her on the listing for the show to keep her payments for her cancer treatment like really low.
Okay, I take back what I said about the production. That was really cool.
Yeah. But I do love it because she sacrificed her life in the show. Just
she was the first on-screen death of a Ranger.
On-screen death. So I will give her a yay for that. You know,
that's why I put her as the number 1 Pink Ranger.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I would put her number 1. Cassie Kimberly. Top 3.
Okay. All right.
That would be my top 3.
I'll give you that. Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I lied. We're going to Time Force. Wes.
Liked them.
Yeah.
Wes
is fun.
Wes is
he keeps coming top of that, like his actor keeps going back for like cameos and stuff and just having a good time.
Yeah.
He's not overdoing it, but he's just coming back.
Yeah.
He came back for the Dimension and Danger thing.
Yeah. I do see him everywhere. Still active, which I do like seeing. Yes. They're still a lot of them are still active, which makes me happy to see.
Isn't he the one who became the lawyer, right?
No, that was Lost Galaxy Red.
Oh, that's Leo.
Yeah.
Leo. He became a lawyer. Yeah.
But Wes is played by Jason Font, and I don't know if I follow him anymore. I'll have to check. Now that's somebody who's attractive. Jason Font is a good-looking dude.
Oh yeah. I'll say that.
Shout out Jason.
There's a whole scene in the Lost Galaxy where he just rips his shirt off. You're like,
damn.
Yeah, well, Leo, yeah, and it's in the title sequence on the opening of every episode. Him ripping his shirt off.
There's a reason why I like that season a lot. I was like, okay.
Lost Galaxy was a great season. That was a great follow-up to Space.
Yep. I'll give you that. Oh yeah.
And then Jen.
Yes. Love Jen.
Yeah.
She was a bully, but she got things done.
She also wore a lot of leather in the crossover episode between Lost Galaxy and not Lost Galaxy, Time
Stealth
Force
leather.
Tactical leather stealth.
Tactical leather stealth. Yeah.
Like I'll let her head be any day of the week.
Wow. Okay.
This is not abuse, I swear. Quit cry. I'm the one supposed to cry.
What's the safe word?
Cassie. Just mentioned
her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Cassie's great.
Cassie.
What she did and now what she does off screen, love it.
Oh, yeah.
She's a firefighter off screen, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Patricia. Lives. Yep.
Patricia Lee, right?
Love it.
Yep.
And she's a badass.
And I saw, didn't she show up, start coming back to the con circuit for a second?
For I think one a show, but she's like completely cut off from all that. She doesn't want nothing to do.
Yeah. She leaves it alone. She has her own life.
Oh wait, but she came back for
Power Morphicon, I think.
Oh, she also came back for the Legacy battle.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She came back for that, but she doesn't really do the con stuff. There was a bad experience with a overactive fan.
Yes, pretty bad.
Fucking idiot, I swear.
Yeah, ruin it for everyone. Jack.
Damn, that happened to Joseph Quinn too. When he was at Fan Expo Dallas, somebody got too handsy.
Whoa.
Yep, and then they came up. I was in line right as that was happening, I think, because then we all got warned while we were in line.
Oh,
wait, was it you?
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. I was in line waiting.
That's what somebody that touched him would say.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Stranger Things fans that are listening to this episod. Not an Eddie Munson stan. Had that been David Harbour, yeah, they probably would have got a warning after that.
Oh yeah, no, like they would have dragged me out of the conference room.
As somebody that has a
Like,
David
that man
Harbour
has arms for
shrine.
days.
Yes, I have the David Harbour shrine. So
yeah, like off of Hey Arnold.
Okay,
you
so
got
I went to go
made
see
out of gum, too.
Thunderbolts.
yeah, Helgo Pataki.
I legit just want to go see Thunderbolts for him. I'm like, I'm watching Thunderbolts. Like, why? It's like David Harbour's in it.
For real.
You guys, I still haven't seen Thunderbolts.
Me neither.
It's fun.
So
you should watch it.
I want to watch it so bad. I'm probably going to watch it this week now that our summer break is starting.
Hey, there you
and
go.
Then next, in like 2 months, we get Superman and Fantastic Four.
I know.
Same month.
I'm not a big DC fan, but I am excited for Superman because James Gunn is behind it.
I just want to see it. I don't care. I just want to see his vision on this one.
I did too. Because James Gunn did. I think James Gunn gave the best trilogy in Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm gonna watch it because of James. I don't have any interest in Superman. Tanya.
Yes,
Zeo,
I liked her.
Yeah.
She's fun.
I like her. She's on the circuit too.
Technically, she was only Zeo and Turbo. She came back. So Tanya was the Yellow Ranger in Power Rangers for like 1 episode, but she never actually morphed to the Yellow Ranger.
She transitioned Aisha.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, technically just Zeo and Turbo. I threw this in there, but we already talked about it. Rocky.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
Dude brings tamales, man. You can't be mad.
Aisha.
Definitely. Yeah, I liked her. Yeah. She's pretty good.
Like,
I quote her, Aisha, probably the most out of the entire franchise. I always say it's time to boogie with the bear from the MMPR, and then I say kiss and makeup when she
right.
What are they called again? I can't remember what Ooze's
the Guardian or the Sentinel Sentries.
No, the
Tango Warriors.
The Tango Warriors.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
when
right.
she throws them together, I don't know
Kiss
why.
and make up.
My autism makes me say it. I don't know why. Adam.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Legendary Ranger, I would say.
So, are you caught up in the comics at all whatsoever?
No, but
he's read the comic.
Okay, at the end of the last run, not the new Prime run, but the last run, Adam and Rocky become a couple.
What?
Yeah.
It's
just in time for Pride Month.
Oh, this is like last year.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. It's been a little time. Yeah.
Wow.
It gives me the vibes of the TikTok sound where he's like, "Oh, look, they're kissing," and then the person's like, "It's not canon.
That's not canon. That's not canon.
It's not canon." Yeah.
Adam and Rocky.
It's a good little series. Yeah. So I like it.
It's the very end of the last run. I'm like, okay, and they set up the whole season, like the whole run that's being set up.
Yeah.
For that,
like, there's a lot of little things between them, and very like, okay,
yeah.
It's real Legend of Korra kind of feel for it, where you're not for sure until it happens. Like, oh, okay.
I think they jump back on the Power Ranger comic bandwagon because that's honestly a good. Boom Comics does a great job with them.
Boom Comics is fantastic. They're doing solid with it. I'm not current on Prime, but
me neither.
I just finished the last big arc, so I'm waiting for like to mostly get done and then read all at once.
Yes, exactly.
I read the comics really fast.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to jump back in there and try to see. I think I stopped at issue like right after the 100th issue or something on their main run.
Oh, the race to 100? Yeah. That.
I stopped right after that. So I'm probably a year and a half-ish behind.
Yeah, you're good. I have a
good series.
I finally got I got the Red Ranger Omega Ranger helmet finally.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the Omega Rangers on my office wall for the comic covers. So they're lined up on my office wall, and they're all pretty great.
They're all holofoiled, so
because the Blue Ranger is still the Cat Ranger.
Dang, awesome. I have one foil. I can't remember what color I have though.
Oh,
shameful.
The one thing I do like about collecting the comics is they are very inexpensive. Like maybe $7 the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the full ones can get up to like 10 to 15. Yeah. Unless it's JDF ones, and those are $30 a piece.
That's crazy.
I believe that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
All right, who's next?
Well, I guess I can get the answer, but Billy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, finger bang, 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 bang.
What was Billy's catchphrase?
More phenomenal.
Yeah. Affirmative
and more phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think of Zach?
Or Zach? Yes, definitely.
What were you gonna say? Billy.
Oh, my catchphrase for Billy is "I can't come back from Akotar." So,
which that was a good one too.
Yeah.
The Aqua Rangers.
Their voices were ridiculous, but the suits look so cool.
And they always had like the triangle thing.
Yeah, they always
and
talk.
they were always moving their
yeah.
heads like side to side or something.
They were
it was like a weird.
That whole episode arc when they get turned into kids.
Oh yeah. And now the kids are on the circuit for like cons and stuff. So if the kids could go to those things, so can we.
Yeah. Which y'all were just at one. Did y'all just host one?
We did
yes.
Phenomenal. Yeah, we hosted a panel for Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Pretty good.
It was shell shock, or it was shocking. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I've never done this before.
He was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. So he started touching people. He got kicked off the stage. Yeah, it was a little like it's a little embarrassing, but the officer said if he wants to do it again, it's okay.
Okay, so
they decided not to press charges.
How did y'all's hosting gig? How did it come about?
So I fixed our website, and they offered us a host to host with
the
panels.
people that run Morphinomenal Expo, they asked Jim to like help with their website. So he was like, he overhauled it. It looked really good, and they're like, you're gonna host a panel, and we're like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, choose whoever you want, and you're gonna host that panel. And then sure enough, we chose Ninja Steel.
Nice.
And we showed up, and they're like, they gave us passes, they gave us everything, and I didn't expect all that.
And so the annoying part was, so we were supposed to have we were only supposed to do 30 minutes, so we had 30 minutes worth of material.
Mm-hmm.
And so within that 30 minutes, we're like, okay, cool. And like, well, the next people aren't coming. Good luck. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm behind the curtain. I'm like, I don't know what to do. We only have 30 minutes worth of material. Yeah. I am freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. And then they hosted. We got to the actors were asking questions from the fans in the seats, and Jim was running around with he's like, hold on. Yeah, he was running around the people. Yeah.
And then the RPM, the Go Onger Red Ranger was there.
The actual
and
Japanese
he stuck up behind me and scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, this guy, as somebody that sees it all the time over there, Sentai, he was so ecstatic to see the American Rangers here. And he was like, his face was like complete shock and awe. And then he snuck up on Jim, and Jim looks around. He goes, "Oh my god!"
I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Oh,
yeah."
What are you doing here?
Yeah, so
where in Super Sentai is this guy from? Is he?
So he's from the RPM. RPM for us.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So I was there, right? We were there. We were walking around, and I was like, man, they had the RPM Megazord. I'm like, I want the RPM Megazord. When we get done with this, we're going to go back and buy it. And I'm sitting there, and no offense to the dude, but the biggest country munkin looking dude bought it. He's sitting there playing with it. I'm like, you bastard. And so I ordered one. I got it because that bastard got one. He bought it before I could.
I'm laughing more at the name. I have never heard that before, Jim. What'd you just say?
Country bunkin?
I've never heard that before.
No offense to the dude was super nice. I was just very mad at him. Like, very mad. Because I really, really wanted it.
You literally
I got it for a better price on eBay than I would have paid there.
That was hilarious.
That was a really cool moment, like, watching you guys do that. Because I've known you guys, I don't even know, 2 years now?
Maybe almost 3 now.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 2-3 years. And I know you guys said, obviously Power Rangers is at a hot right now, but you guys started with Power Ranger content, and that's how I found you guys. And then to do that, that's such a big deal. Mm-hmm. So that's really, really cool to see.
I drove down from Dallas to San Antonio
to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool. You guys are my inspiration.
Hey, there we go.
Don't do that to us. It's not worth it.
You guys, they don't take compliments.
We don't.
Compliments? No.
At all.
No. Okay. So I'm leaving work one day, right? And the new CEO, the guy who runs the whole company across the world, it's like, hey Jim, you're doing a great job. I'm like, fuck you. And I was like, fuck.
You guys sounds like something how it goes, because I'm in their Discord server, and I can't remember what I complimented you guys for. And then I was like,
we just berated you for 30 minutes.
Exactly. I was like, I got roasted back to back to back to back. I was like, y'all know that I'm saying something nice, right?
No.
And I just got flamed.
Yeah. And then when other people see it, they join in too. It's like, damn.
Yeah. The rest of the Discord goes in.
We've cultivated a very nice niche following of people who can't each other.
We've
mostly been around.
Yeah, we've created a plastic elbow bending toy cult.
Oh, you know what? Okay, speaking of toy cult, behind all of us, we've got some boxes of Funko. Funko just announced the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the movie, Pops coming.
Oh, yes.
Personally, I'm excited. I want to have this set because I do think the movie is probably one of the best movies ever made. It's dramatic. And I think Ivan Ooze is probably one of the best villains. And
Ivan Ooze was the funniest villain.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever wrote his stuff was a genius.
Skrull was great, but Ivan Ooze, fantastic. Okay, so you know who that is, right? So, okay, you ever watch Hot Fuzz?
No. Is that a...
Oh, he's in Hot Fuzz. He's got a really fun role in Hot Fuzz.
No, he's the pastor in Hot Fuzz.
He's the one that's like, can we all silence this? And he pulls out guns. He's like, time to blaze.
So when he like, I missed so many things: the Black Plague, the Renaissance,
the Spanish
Inquisition, the Brady Bunch reunion.
Yes.
I didn't know how much of a thing that was until like later. And I'm like, I looked it up. It's some crazy shit that happened during the Brady Bunch reunion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna highly recommend looking it up because there's some crazy stuff.
Yes, I think he's maybe one of the best villains in the entire franchise. And in cinema history, I would even say he's somewhere in the top 100.
We totally said this off recording, but this is the first Ivan Ooze Funko that we'll get that's not Freddy-fied.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only one we've got previously was Freddy Funko as Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, and I'm just a little disappointed because you get Aisha, and then you get her headlight version, her little light version helmet as a chase. I wish we could have got a regular version for Rocky, and then his visor, his scanner visor.
Yeah.
So I wish we could have got that too.
That would have been a good one. Yeah, I'm so excited for this line. I do want to complete this line because it's probably one of my favorite things ever in the Power Ranger universe.
So he also played Belle Q in Indiana Jones, like in the Lost.
That I do remember.
Yeah,
but I never put that together. That was Ooze.
Yeah, that's Ooze. Anyways, but yeah, so the new Funkos, like I had to get Rocky.
You got to get Rocky
and Kimberly. I had to get both of those.
Yeah,
I have a Red Ranger helmet and a Pink Ranger helmet. Those are the two I got to get because it's part of the collection.
That's true.
And like the new Ninja Zord looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I really, really want. Ninja Zord first, and then Ooze very close.
Is it going to be an actual like? Is it going to be easy to find, or is it going to be like a chase variant or something like that, or what?
It's a common, so you'll probably be able to find it anywhere.
Yeah. I think everything's a common except for Aisha's.
Yeah, Aisha's chase variant.
She's got a chase. Yeah. But I'm super excited for that. But I also want to know, maybe it's probably a licensing thing, but they never go of MMPR.
I think also MMPR doesn't sell well.
Doesn't sell well. It's most iconic.
MMPR is the
flagship.
It's the cash cow. Like it's what everyone knows.
See, but I would like.
You go up to any other rando person, right? You show them a picture of like Time Force, they will know who you're looking at.
Yeah.
They're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Exactly.
You show them a picture of MMPR, like, oh, Power Rangers, yeah.
That's okay. That's
exactly
valid.
Gonna happen.
That's valid.
Yeah. That's it.
And so it's what's gonna sell, and that's why like the 2017 movie was Power Rangers, not outside of Power Rangers. It's just Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Same thing with the last season of Power Rangers had Billy in it because he was the most recognizable person with the suit. Yep. And like Once and Always did all the original like Ranger suits as well because it's the one that people recognize. The Lightning Collection did Tommy first because people knew Tommy. It's the ones that sell.
That makes sense. I guess if you're still not a diehard fan of the show, or if you weren't a diehard fan growing up with the show, then you probably don't recognize it.
Well, heck, if you go and look at Linkara, History of Power Rangers, History of the Power Rangers season 1, 2, and 3 had the biggest, like the largest amount of views.
That makes sense. Selfishly, I would like some Zeo Space and Lost Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
I would too. It'd be great, but
it'd be fun.
Or maybe if they just do like one Ranger from the Red Ranger or something, and do it as a con exclusive. Something different where it doesn't have to be out there in the open. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
limited number, limited run. But
I got you.
What do I know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm there with you. I love other seasons. Yeah,
they don't ask me. So
well, they're about to produce this Tommy pack, and so he's got other variations outside of Mighty Morphin.
Mm-hmm.
So this could lead into other seasons being produced.
Is the Tommy pack going to have Zeo Red and Turbo and maybe Dino Thunder?
When does it come? When is that coming?
I'm not too sure when that's going to get released, but they just showed that all 5 of his variants are getting one. So
Is
it's going to be
like a one. Is it going to be like a big old 5-pack?
I think it's going to be a 5-pack.
That's
it's going to
cool.
be all Tommies. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I hope it does well selfishly so that we can get more.
We get other seasons.
Yep.
I would love to get the in space, but it's just going to be the same figure 5 times.
Oh, yeah, true. yeah, true.
Just get 5 blue ones. They'd be like, "These are the ones that beat the psychos."
Yeah.
The Psycho Rangers is one of the best things too.
To touch that screen. Yes.
And then, okay, you brought it up, Jim, but the Power Rangers movie 2017 deserves a sequel.
Yes.
They're never going to touch it again.
Yes and no. So, like, you brought it up. So, for the time being, for the money they could afford, it was great. Becky G sucked, but the rest of it was fantastic.
You know what?
But now they can't afford the actors.
That's valid. Because I do remember when I watched it the first time, I was like, damn, she's one note. And why is she just like...
It was very annoying.
Yeah.
Like, she was terrible. She got a lot of screen time for no reason. Well, I know the reason why, because she was the one bringing people in. Like, everyone else is unknown.
Yeah, nobody knew.
The guy they had play Jason went to play Billy in Stranger Things. He's now known to the rest of the world. Same thing with Kimberly. Same thing with Billy. Same thing with Zach. All the big 4 they hit it big and they're just going, and they'll never be able to, so if Hazard wants to put the money into it, sure, but I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Those suits
they set it up
like
for Tommy to join, which I was really excited.
Yeah, they were gonna try to make Tommy a girl.
I would be down for that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Just
I don't think
it's gonna happen. I just
people
think
get really ticked off when they do the gender swap thing. I don't really ever care.
I don't care. I love seeing gender swap.
Like even the gender swapped Ghostbusters weren't that bad. Like, they were fun. They were having a good time. Melissa McCarthy is always having a fun time.
Yeah.
I did like that one too.
I went to an anime Riverwalk last weekend, and there was a whole bunch of gender swapped Demon Slayer characters, and I absolutely loved it. It was so fun to see.
Just because you saw Nezuko as a guy doesn't mean
hubba.
Doesn't mean...
But they'll never go back to that. I already know it, but dang.
Oh yeah, they can't go back to that. That's done over and done with. Though I will say that Krispy Kreme joke never got old for me.
Never.
I loved it.
It's a Krispy Kreme.
I think that Rita was probably the best.
Oh yeah,
Elizabeth did such a great job. She was so scary.
Oh, what's her name?
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, she was really good.
She just chewed up the scenery, and it was fantastic.
So scary. And I know we gave Becky G Trini crap, but the bedroom fight scene between her and Rita was so good.
Yes.
Getting slammed against the wall.
Yeah.
And saying, I've killed a Yellow Ranger before.
Yep. And I'll do it again.
I like the fact Bryan Cranston was in this movie, and he was good. And
even though he was stuck in a wall,
Bill Hader was Alpha.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong. I like the guy who plays Alpha normally, but damn it, like Bill Hader, that was great.
It was and I loved how the Power Ranger, their suits were their skin.
I
loved it.
Yeah. Now I saw that there was
interesting take on it. The suits I hated, and so when they had the suits right in production, in the production stuff, and they were sending out photos and stuff, I hated the suits. They look stupid, and then you see them in motion on the screen. You're like, okay, these look good.
Yeah,
I don't know what I don't know what I was talking. These look fantastic. All right,
yeah, that's very valid. I remember hearing everybody pushing back because they were saying it looks dumb, but then when you actually see it happen and transform, it's totally different.
Yeah. And there's a theory that I heard I really like too. It's like, how Goldar looked, how he did. It's because when she was creating Goldar, she was modeling it after the Zords, but she hasn't seen the Zords in so long she doesn't remember how they looked. So that's why Goldar didn't have a face or anything like that.
I could get down with that.
And because I was like, oh, you know what? That's actually really good because she was a ranger with them. She knew the Zords.
Yeah.
But she couldn't put him back because she hasn't seen him in so long. So that's why Goldar looked the way he did.
That might be valid.
Also, big multi-gold thing looks scary as all get out.
Yeah, that too. Because she got absorbed into it like a cockpit. So it kind of makes sense. That
it was like a Zord.
It would be like a Zord. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I didn't mind how Goldar looked on screen, but they could not translate that into merch at all.
Oh, it was so
The
hard for them
merch
to do
looked
that.
so bad for Goldar.
So bad. Yeah, it was bad. Couldn't do it.
Like, have you guys ever like burnt cheese?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Me and Jim,
Billy,
king
burning
of
cheese means actually burning cheese on the stove, not letting go a really good bad fart.
Sorry.
I just wanted to make sure we were out there. We knew what
Okay.
we were talking about.
All right, we're on the same page now. Gotcha. All right.
Okay. Let's shift over. What's the 411 in the anime world?
I don't know. That was a tough one. I just know that they had the anime awards the other night. So
yeah,
Crunchyroll Solo Leveling.
Yeah, from Crunchyroll.
Won like almost a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Solo Leveling was pretty all right. Like, I get it. I watched it. I was like, I watched season 2 as well. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like, it's pretty good.
I know this 2025 this year is supposed to have the most anime drops in America. So
is that right?
Yeah.
Though I am a little worried about this going forward, because there's some anime studios and animation studios taking on AI art as like actual stuff now.
Yeah.
And it means we're gonna have a lot more stuff coming out really quickly, and it's all gonna be garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
Man,
like I don't know, man. Like I really want anime to thrive, but like it might take a big hit like next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, because anime, I don't know why. And I know there's a huge market for it, but anime still feels very niche.
Very.
Well, it's also the fact that animators and artists are worked to the bone for anime. And I don't blame them for taking on, AI assistants, AI artwork, or AI creation tools. That I get it, but like they need to take it. Like I will happily take less anime per season or higher quality.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's probably so hard as like an artist too, because I think like even when I was just doing photography, all of my tools started to become AI in Photoshop. The autofill and things like that. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, because it is becoming more at the forefront of the toolkit an artist has.
It's gonna be a thing, and it's gonna be
though I
don't like it.
I do say though, the last like year and a half or so, I've been really enjoying what has been coming out though. So
what are what's some of like your favorite things like that's been coming out? What are your go-tos?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Come on, Billy, what's your go-tos?
What is it?
He's never watched anime in his life, has he?
Why, he's in bullshit this whole time.
Yeah. So guys, I like that where the white guy hit the other guy.
I know for a fact he's been watching G-Quox, the new Gundam series.
Oh yeah, new G-Quox has been pretty good.
Same
Sakamoto
with,
Days, Overlord.
I didn't like Sakamoto Days.
It gets pretty fun. It's like real like cheesy for family stuff,
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I didn't like it. Like I get why people like it, but I just didn't like it.
What else
is Ghibli anime?
Is that? I don't know.
I
don't know what that is.
Chibi, you mean?
Chibi?
No, isn't Ghibli Studios that did Spirited Away and
Ghibli. Yes, that's all anime, and they have beautiful animation, and so it's all anime. And the last movie came out from it made the dad. Okay, so the dad had a son, and he got his son to get into the animation studio, and then he gave him the studio, and they made one movie, and the dad was retiring, and the dad's like, "I'm no longer retiring. You're terrible at this. I'm coming back."
Dang,
it was bad.
Wow, that's
very bad.
Dang.
I don't know.
Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, all those movies were. And the reason why we got the dub versions of is because Michael Eisner from Disney really liked the movies and wanted to bring anime over to America. So he got professionally dubbed with Disney to do all the Studio Ghibli movies up till even now. All of them come through Disney.
Yeah,
and Billy Bob Thornton was in a couple movies.
Dang,
that's like
I don't know that much. I've never gone that much into anime, so I don't know that much. But I do know Ghibli Studios and Spirited Away is probably in my top 10 favorite movies.
If you want a really good anime to watch a current anime to watch right now, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Yes.
So anything done by Nappa Studio. So they've done a couple series, and the animation is beautiful. The story works great.
Do they have Funko Pops?
Yes, they do. They just released new ones.
I'm scared. I'm scared to like new things.
This whole Shibuya era.
It's just because you're obsessive.
I'm very obsessive.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I mean, we could tell.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you just leave your credit card at home when you leave and just take it off of Apple Pay.
I have it
There you go.
memorized. I can't. I have
the store. Beep, beep,
you know
beep,
why?
beep, 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 beep.
Because if this is what I do, and this is probably so embarrassing, but as a collector, as just somebody who just loves merch, like and now movies, every time you go to a movie, they drop merch now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will always go fill my cart with wherever I'm deciding to shop at. Box Lunch, Hot Topic, even Cinemark now, because they drop merch. Instead of getting up all the time, I just memorized my card number. I don't ever have to
There
get
you
up.
go. Yeah.
But that's how bad it becomes.
Now, are you so like me? I go to Box Lunch for my Funkos, my statues, and all my stuff, but I go to Hot Topic for all my clothes, like my anime shirts.
Okay, see? Well, okay, so my Box Lunch and my Hot Topic are in the same stretch of my mall.
Yep, same here.
So
Yeah.
whatever
Wait,
I don't find at Box Lunch, I just go to Hot Topic.
Yep.
And just finish whatever I need.
I will tell you this. This is what happens on every one of our episodes. We start off strong and just go into the weeds.
We go Power Rangers to animate a true fat asses.
I'll never fit that power suit. Never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Okay, but you know what? Okay, talking about that, like, I'm starting like a weight loss journey because I'm hoping that I get to go do all the fun Stranger Things when season 5 drops.
Mm-hmm. Eventually.
I would love to like feel comfortable cosplaying. Right now I couldn't, but I'm hoping down the road.
I feel that.
We knew a guy who was really a big dude who cosplayed. Eternal Ranger or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever his name was. And he was like, just do it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, just put the suit on. No one's going to judge you. Just have a good time.
Wait, is he the one that wore the Red Ranger suit?
Yes, maybe. He has one. Yeah, he has that.
He was a big dude.
But you know what I remember from that is everybody talking about his junk. Sorry.
Wait, are you talking about Mark?
No.
Are we talking about
everybody says
is there
Mark? They talked about Mark like that.
Maybe it was Mark. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But I just remember him always saying like all everybody comments is about my junk.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Yes. Yeah, Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
Willie's yeah, Willie. Willie's all right guy.
Shout out Willie. Talking about your Willie. Sorry to bring it back up, Willie.
Yeah, dang it.
The irony in the name, the irony.
But I do remember that.
Admit to the irony.
I do remember seeing those comments when I was Boy, you know,
if you're not well endowed enough, you could just
yes. But is it a blessing? Yeah. You know?
Are you mad?
Yeah.
You were like, all right then.
Look, all I'm saying is if I cosplay in a skin tight suit, I'm wearing a super tight leotard because you can bounce a penny off that thing, you know. You know. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? At least you own it.
Yeah.
He got that from a Chinese fortune cookie.
I
open it
off
up,
that thing.
wear skin tight leotard, bounce a penny off in July.
In July, you know. I was like, it's a sign.
Is it because you're a Ken doll?
Ken doll. That's what I was going for. Ken doll.
You know what? It's okay.
Ryan Gosling took a downgrade to do that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
That movie was really fun.
Well, that movie was so funny.
It was that, and it was Oppenheimer. Like in the same, dude. If you watch them the same day, like you go into Oppenheimer and you get like brain melted, and then you go watch Barbie, you just have a great time.
Barbie was so good.
It was.
I almost got the Funko Pops. I'm not gonna even lie.
Ooh.
Okay,
but
so
I had self-control.
I didn't like Margot Robbie for a long time. I thought she was a terrible actress.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, she's terrible. And then I watched Barbie and I'm like, you know what? Let me try it again. I rewatched the original Suicide Squad and then Birds of Prey. And I'm like, you know what?
Birds of Prey was so good.
I know. Birds of Prey was like, it was fun. And I was like, I just had this, I don't know. I just didn't like her. And I watched Barbie and I'm like, okay. And then Suicide Squad, the new one came out and I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Let's go. Whatever you're doing, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm here for it.
Because I think she was in Wolf of Wall Street too, right?
Yes.
That's her.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for Barbie, Margot, and Ryan, I feel like this is like their peak. Like they just fit so well into these.
Okay, so my peak Ryan Gosling movie.
Don't say La La Land.
Driver.
Oh, okay, that's decent.
Not Drive. Sorry, Drive. That movie was intensely good, but weird.
I don't know where it sits on my scale. I'm like 50-50. I liked it, but I probably wouldn't go pick it out to watch it again.
I get that. I totally understand.
And I'm super glad. I'm really glad that it wasn't La La Land because I have beef with La La Land.
Oh yeah, because got Best Picture. No, did it lose
you made
the Best
me
Picture?
Sit through the entire movie for you not to end up together.
Yeah.
And I get it. I hear the criticism that everybody tells me about it. Yes, they were just together for the important part of their life, but that doesn't mean they end up together. And I just say, fuck that. I invested so much time rooting the ups and downs of this relationship for y'all just not to end up together.
I had long hair one time. That was fun.
Yeah.
I did too. I miss it sometimes.
I thought about growing it back out, but I don't kind of want to.
I sympathize for women now because it's so much more upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, like you shower and wash your hair, you wake up with wet hair still.
What?
That was what was rough. I was like, how the hell am I still damp?
Well, like I have a better hair routine now, so it might be easier, but then it could also be terrible.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
I have better hair care products.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, and like I'll do a little spray, like a little conditioner in, like leave-in conditioner, like a little bit of like something to keep it kind of in place and go. I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
You know how I dry my hair on the go?
Just roll in the window.
You know those big old shop fans? Boom.
I was gonna say open the moonroof, but okay.
Oh yeah.
But you know your haircut's looking good though.
Ooh wee. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see. It's all fuzzy on my side. His camera's terrible.
See, he's clear for me. But you know what? We use Riverside FM, so it's going to be a clear picture no matter what with the final product.
Did you just plug your platform?
Yes, I did, and they don't pay me for that.
Damn it.
You pay them for it, right?
But you know what? Yeah, exactly. But you know what? If we did want to sponsor, who better than Olipop?
Yay.
Shout out Olipop.
It puts the suds back in your life. I don't know what I was going with that.
It puts the pop back in the... Wait.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're looking to get your gut health right, start with Olipop.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's got botanicals,
they have
9 grams of plant fiber, and it's full with prebiotics. There you go.
They have a
riboflavin
classic cola version of it. That's fantastic.
Of what?
Cola. There's a classic cola.
Yeah, so good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Me?
And they have a cherry and vanilla cola too.
Yeah, I've had almost every one of them. So.
I think I've had every one of them.
Yeah.
I feel since the first time I've met Jim and I have been on the opposite wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
We're always countering each other because I don't like the cola.
This is why we can't be friends.
I like the fruity flavors.
See,
okay.
I
like watermelon lime, banana cream. So good.
Oh, the banana pudding is back at Whataburger, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Banana pudding shake, shout out.
Yeah.
It's the one I actually like. The one I will go and get and like down a bunch of dairy pills so I can have. Because like it's the only one of the ones I like.
That is good. I did like when they had the Dr. Pepper one.
That one, man. That one slapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I get it. I understand why you like it. I get it. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not. I get it.
Oh my God.
What? You know what? Let's spend the rest of this podcast what do we agree on?
Y'all live like down the street from each other. Y'all should just mutual combat somewhere.
I work like 2 miles away from your house.
I know. Jousting battle tomorrow.
Yes.
No.
I will pay to see that. I
I'm
can
not
just picture yourselves at a the old school playscapes, the one with little wood chips in it, and then like you got him and you got Jim in an ankle lock, he's got you in an ankle lock, and y'all won't tap out.
Did y'all ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
Did you ever watch Howard and Raj
season 6
wrestle? That would probably be me and Jim.
Oh yeah, I did see them. Yeah, I saw that episode. Yeah, that's how it'd be. But I mean, from when we met you and the aspirations you told us that you wanted to do, and actually seeing it unfolding, shoot, I'm proud of that. And it's a learning curve for you.
Don't give him nice things.
I'm trying to say something nice to him, okay?
Yeah, it is like trippy now because one of the big running things was to like interview the cast of Stranger Things, and like now I'm like starting that through the podcast, which I'm extremely grateful for. But there's times where like I'm emailing these people and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm emailing these people. I'm talking to them directly, and then I'm
sitting
here.
You're emailing their assistants.
Yes, I could be their assistant too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's super trippy because I'm talking to their team. I'm talking to a bunch of people associated with them, and then actually sitting down and talking to them. That's crazy. So when I go back and like rewatch the show now, I'm like, I talked to you. I talked to you. So that's what's cool.
It's just really, really weird connection you have when we start, like, you go back, like, oh, and then, okay, I'm going to tell you here now, it's going to break something on the show for you, by the way. It's going to happen. Vintage is going to happen where you're like, oh, and then it's gone. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
The magic has been lost.
The magic goes away. Like, it's something with a show, you're gonna be watching it, like, and then once you've talked to the actor, you're like, oh, cool. And then, like, once it's gonna happen, you're gonna be watching, and then you cannot unsee the actor anymore. It's no longer the character, it's the actor.
Yeah.
Like, say, and when you talk to,
it's no longer the character. You could never
re-image
them as the character.
You just know them by their real name, not their actress name. Like,
and then it ruins everything they're in for the rest of your life.
Yep. You know what? Yeah, that's kind of happened because I know, like, I'm bitching about the editing and stuff, but the prep for those interviews is one of the best things. I'm like, I go back, I try to, as soon as I know they're booked and they're on, I try to watch as much of their other stuff outside of Stranger Things. So I'm like, I get to watch, and then I get to go talk about it. And most of the time, they're in like pop culture-y things, you know. So the prep work going into it and getting with the question, figuring out questions and things like that, that's been the fun part. But you know, if this podcast ever gets bigger, shoot, somebody can come edit this for me.
Exactly.
I don't have to do it.
That's something that's someone else's problem.
All y'all's prep is right here.
Damn. We're immortalized in a book.
It literally should have just been bullshit with Billy and Jim.
It's the Demogorgon one.
Nice. Damn.
Okay, as we come to like a close here, I do want to let's talk about Zeo to Hero, the podcast.
Do we have to?
What number episode are you guys on?
We don't even have a number.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah,
we're on season 2.
150.
Wow.
Yeah,
no, we're more than that. Hold up.
And how?
Let me go grab my file. Hold on.
So how did this show? I forgot the number. How did this show start coming together? Like, what made you guys want to start the podcast?
It was pre-COVID. Jim was like bugging me. He's like, well, Jim was had his own personal company at the time. He wasn't working like for like corporate stuff, and he was like, hey, I'm editing a bunch of podcasts. You know, we should do our own podcast. And I was like, you know, I was real hesitant because I don't know what to say. Like, I've always been a person to person.
Yeah.
So I held it back for a long time. And then one day I was like, you know what? Let's give this a shot. Let's try it. He peer pressured me into it. And it just kind of came to fruition now to what we're doing now. 164.
Dang.
Yeah.
This still feels as fun on episode 164 as it does episode 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and now that we've mixed other cultures into it, like anime, movies, TV shows, it's definitely
pornography.
Yeah, you know, so it's become a lot more fun too. Because like you could talk about something for so long, and so it gets so monotonous. So you got to mix it up.
You gotta tell me.
See, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Basically, it was just him. It was just him peer pressuring me into it, and then sure enough, I got on TikTok, and that's kind of how we got all this like following and our fans.
That's how I found you guys.
Exactly. So, you know, and that's how we get our guests is through TikTok. Yeah.
That's perfect. I was going to bring this up. One of the things that I really love is that you guys bring in other content creators, including myself. I've been on there twice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Your wife's been on it?
Yes.
Yeah, your wife's been on it.
Mrs. Cubbie been on there. You wanted a wife's perspective of a collector. A point of view of a collector's wife, social media wife.
Not saying she cried about your collection, but she said you love it more than you love her.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I love talking to her about that
she was great.
To see how it is on the other end. Yeah.
I mean, she definitely always supports me and wrangles me in. So
I love how she told us at the beginning that she was very shy, that she didn't know what to do, but by the end we had to tell her to shut up.
Which I was shocked. I was like, She's chatty. She's so chatty. So the fact that she started off slow was like, win. That's never been her.
what I'm surprised about, so she has you on a leash when you guys go to the store,
Mhm.
so she can just reel you back in, and be like, no, Cubbie, no,
get away from there.
Yeah, we
spray bottle leash. It's impressive.
that is not far from the truth, because basically what happens is, because even though yes, I'm very Stranger Things central, I have a running knowledge of what's coming out pop culture wise, like social media wise. So when I see the merch, I'm like, should I make video about it?
Yes.
Should I do this? Is this going to be worth it? Do I have an idea that's going to get me the company's attention of whatever toy company it is? And so we talk that through.
When y'all go to the store, she put you in the ADA shopping carts?
No.
Is that what they're called? The ones that are for the grown adult ones?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't have me leashed up that bad.
He does have a shot call on you,
look
right?
at me, look at me.
But
look at
we
me.
will literally. No, she will tell me, like, just walk away. She'll like notice where my eyes dart to, and she'll be like, just walk away. It's not in your. She's like, it's not in your wheelhouse. I'm like, okay, you're right. Because honestly, we're getting ready to watch Lilo and Stitch, and it's like, oh, I should do Stitch content because it's relevant. And she's like,
no.
And she knows that, like, I have like an empty hole in my heart because I'm just missing Goldhopper. So she knows I will want to complete the lines too.
Yes.
So it's also about how many items are in a certain set or collection, and if I can complete it without feeling empty.
Gotcha. Yep.
Because I envy collectors who could just go be like, let me just get this one character. That's my favorite character, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like me. I'll buy one. And it's like, well, I gotta get the rest of them.
Exactly.
One needs a friend.
Exactly. And then it gets to a point where it's like, then you get the couple, and you're like, well, I might as well just finish it.
Yep. Might as well just finish it. Yep.
So
I'm there with you.
Yep. That's my.
The only one I'm that attached to is The Simpsons. That's about it. The rest of them, it's fine. The Simpsons.
Oh, the Simpsons. Yeah.
Simpsons.
Simpsons about to be in Fortnite.
Yeah, I saw that.
Don't remind me.
I'm excited. I have my Peter Griffin skin somewhere in my locker.
Oh my god!
Come on, don't.
Okay,
fall.
as we wrap up here, Billy, Jim, where can people find you?
Who is that?
It's Mr.
Mr. Sparkles.
Mr. Sparkles.
But yeah, so I mean, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Zeo to Hero Podcast. You plug it in anywhere, same name. Basically, that's it. You know,
if you plug in the Google, it'll bring the Zero to Hero song,
Yeah.
and just say, "I'm really looking for Zero to Hero."
Yeah, you can also put in the bulk of Skull of podcasting, and it'll pop
Which
that up.
I
First
got
try.
that finally fixed.
So-
You're welcome.
So,
yes,
yeah.
you guys do go by this like running tagline of you guys are the bulk and skull of podcasting.
Yep. We were.
And you met them.
Yeah, self-proclaimed, and then we were honored. They knighted us as the bulk of Skull of podcasting.
I really.
Now it's legit.
So, because they're not as bad as you like. I really want them to deal with a Sonic like foot long chili cheese corn dog. Deal with it, but they wouldn't do it with that.
Yeah. So we got what we could, you know.
That's perfect. Wait, what platforms are you guys on?
We're on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok. I think that's it.
YouTube,
Facebook. We're on Facebook. Yeah, YouTube. I mostly post a lot of my shorts on YouTube, but we also have a podcast version there as well.
Yeah, so the podcast gets posted to YouTube as well.
Yeah,
under the podcast section, because they got rid of Google Podcasts. It is integrated with YouTube.
I didn't know that.
Okay, did not know that. All right.
Yep.
So Google Podcast is long since gone.
But yeah.
Yep.
So
all right. So you guys can follow them at Zero to Hero on pretty much all the social media platforms. Yep. You guys can find them there. And then, of course, please go listen to their podcast, Zero to Hero, because it's just as crazy as this episode. It's manic and it's so good and they're so funny.
It's even crazier because we're not trying to impress people.
Yeah.
But it's so. But the great thing is that it's just y'all. Like that's exactly who y'all are.
Yeah. If you as a person, like this is not an act. This is how we actually treat each other. It's terrible.
If you saw our text
parents
message
are worried about us.
I can't even imagine y'all's text message. It's gotta be like
it's
heinous.
Those are stuff we would go to jail for.
Look, all I'm saying is he threatened to stab me today. So
hey, you threatened.
Oh yeah,
to try to force feed me cake today.
Like,
wait. Let me actually pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull up. Let's
see. Stay right there. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, you threatened the cops at me today. You also told me I deserved to buy myself a toy, and I told you,
oh yeah,
hell no.
He said he was gonna go do something. I was like, get yourself a toy, buddy. You deserve it. He said, hell no, hell no.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. But
y'all's parents are same.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Well, tell me one's dead.
So damn. Turning over his grave. But yeah, so like exactly how we are on here is how we are in person, especially at cons. Like, it's pretty fun to bump into somebody.
We're the worst people to run into someone we know at a con. We will just harass you for 30 minutes.
Like one time we ran into a guy. He said, "Hey, can you speak up? I can't hear you." Jim, he just started mumbling to him. So okay.
That was a wrestler too. It was who was
$1 Million Man?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he couldn't hear Jim, so Jim started mumbling to him. I was like, "Jim, shut up! He's gonna whoop our ass." Ted DiBiase, that's who it was.
That is brave to patronize a wrestler.
Yeah, I would just fuck with people, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a thing, man. Like if you say I can't do something, it's like okay,
like putting a red button in front of us and saying, "Do not push that red button."
It's pushed.
It's pushed.
Like, I believe
it's
that.
Well,
anyway, you guys have to check out their podcast. It's so good.
Don't say nice things about us.
Well,
like if you put 5-star reviews and nice things
on.
about us, and like if you review us with nice things, we're gonna freak out. We won't know what to do.
I'll read it on air.
We'll actually legitimately like Billy might cry. I'm gonna go in a blind rage and tear the door off my room. I don't know, something.
Anyways, but
it's not gonna be fun for anyone.
But yeah, so thank you, Cubbie, for having us on here tonight. Definitely love talking to you all the time. Anytime we have interactions on here, we love talking to you.
I'm so glad you guys were so down to come on this podcast. I had the best time on y'all's podcast, and you guys
vice versa.
You guys are the funniest people I know.
You're a liar.
That's a lie. The fucking lies.
Liar.
Right.
That's probably accurate. I don't know a lot of funny people. For the most part, I'm the funny person in my life, in my circle.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's just because I'm not even you hang out with children.
I'm not even that funny, so I'm like a 5 on the funny scale.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a good. That was okay. I'll
give you a solid 4.
We can never agree on anything.
See, there you go.
We can't even agree on how funny I am.
That's where you should cut it right there. Like we can't agree. Like just cut it
right there. Yeah. All right.
Okay, you guys can obviously find me at Cubbie Collect, Cubbie, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You can watch the podcast on YouTube. If you guys don't mind, leave us a rating here. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I think for right now, that's all we got.
All right, time to go.